The story of solo leveling resonates deeply because it mirrors the challenges we all face. If you're watching this, it's likely because you care about self-improvement and you're striving to achieve your goals. Jinwoo's journey is a blueprint for growth. At first, his goals seemed unattainable, just as yours may feel right now. The weight of aspirations can feel overwhelming, but every great journey starts with a single step. Let's break down Jinwoo's path into a guide you can follow, step by step, to conquer your own goals. Step 1. Commit to the journey no matter how weak you feel. At the start of his journey, Jinwoo was the weakest hunter. He was mocked by his peers and barely survived in dungeons. And even then, he showed up. He entered gates knowing full well he might not make it back. His defining moment came when he resolved to face the challenges in front of him, no matter the odds. So can we. Take the first step no matter how small. Like Jinwoo entering the first dungeon, start where you are. Whether it's sending that email, going to the gym, or opening that book, just start. Also, build a routine. Jinwoo kept showing up, no matter how weak he felt. Commit to showing up daily, even if it's just for 15 minutes. Remember Jinwoo's words. Alright, let's see this through to the end. Adopt this mindset. Whether you feel ready or not, commit to the process, because growth begins when you take the first step. Think of Jinwoo's early struggles. He didn't leap into battling the strongest enemies right away. Instead, he started with goblins, small victories that built his strength over time. And likewise, focus on incremental growth rather than the final destination. Step 2. Use each challenge to build strength. Jinwoo didn't become overpowered overnight. He fought goblins and barely survived, but each battle made him a little stronger. He embraced the grind, learning from his losses and steadily leveling up. For us, we can face the small challenges first. Jinwoo started with goblins before taking on greater threats, so start with manageable tasks that push you just enough. And also, track your progress. Jinwoo leveled up after each fight. Similarly, track how far you've come, whether it's fitness gains, skills learned, or habits formed. Keep track. By keeping a battle journal, for example, write down your daily wins, no matter how small, and review them regularly to see how far you've come, and use this as motivation. When Jinwoo fought the goblins and then later on the C-rank hunters, it was the most challenging task he had ever faced. But those small victories prepared him for larger battles. By recognizing your progress, you remind yourself that you're growing stronger every day. Step 3. Recognize opportunities for growth even through pain. When faced with the decision to leave a dungeon through a teleportation stone, Jinwoo chose this day. He realized that growth only comes by pushing through discomfort. Similarly, life presents us all with opportunities to grow, if we're brave enough to face them. So, don't avoid discomfort. Jinwoo didn't take the easy way out. When you're tempted to avoid a tough task, remind yourself that it's an opportunity to grow stronger. And also, embrace level up moments. Seek challenges that test you, whether it's taking up a tough project or speaking up in a meeting. These moments will push you beyond your current limits. Whenever you feel scared to act, ask yourself, what would Jinwoo do? The answer is probably fight the boss, or in other words, take on that challenge. A saying comes to mind: you can measure the size of a person by the size of their problems. The challenges you face are directly proportional to the growth you're experiencing. Embrace them as signs of progress. Step 4. Learn from setbacks and keep moving forward. Jinwoo faced countless setbacks, from being labeled the weakest hunter to nearly dying multiple times. But he didn't let failure stop him. Instead, he treated every loss as a lesson and came back stronger. And so can we. Reflect after each setback. Just as Jinwoo analyzed his battles, reflect on what went wrong and how you can improve. Adopt the mindset of, I'll get stronger. Jinwoo constantly repeated to himself that he would get stronger, even when things seemed hopeless. Believe in your own capacity to grow. And after every setback, write down one thing you've learned and one thing you'll do differently next time. Treat each failure as your very own training arc. Jinwoo's greatest strength wasn't his power, it was his resilience. He kept moving forward, even when the odds were against him, so use your setbacks as fuel to keep growing. Step 5. Stay focused on your own path. Jinwoo didn't waste his time comparing himself to S-rank hunters. Instead, he focused on his own journey, leveling up one step at a time. In a world filled with social media, it's easy to compare yourself to others, but Jinwoo's story teaches us to stay focused on our own progress. We can do this by setting personal goals. Define what success looks like for you, and don't measure yourself by someone else's standards. Also, tune out the noise. Just as Jinwoo ignored the doubters, block out any unnecessary negativity or distractions. Create a mantra for yourself perhaps, like Jinwoo's quiet resolve to become stronger. Repeat it daily when you feel the urge to compare yourself to others. Jinwoo didn't try to compete with others. He focused on becoming the best version of himself. By doing the same, you find greater satisfaction in your growth. The only person you're in competition with is yourself, your past self, that is. Step 6. Build confidence but stay humble. Jinwoo started as an E-rank hunter, doubting his abilities and worth. Over time, his accomplishments proved his potential. Similarly, confidence isn't something you're born with, it's something you build through consistent effort. So, always stay curious. Look for ways to learn and grow, no matter how far you've come. And always prepare for bigger challenges. Just as Jinwoo trained relentlessly, anticipate that the next level will require even greater effort. So adopt a growth mindset. Instead of saying, I'm the best I'll ever be, ask yourself, how can I get even better? Stay grounded. He didn't let arrogance cloud his judgment. He knew there was always another challenge waiting for him. Remember, confidence comes from competence. Every effort you put in adds to your abilities, which will turn build your confidence. Trust in the process and give yourself credit for showing up and working hard. Step 7. Find your why and let it drive you. Jinwoo's ultimate motivation wasn't fame or power. It was his family. His determination to save his mother and protect his sister kept him going through life-threatening battles. Knowing your deeper why will give you the strength to keep going when the journey gets tough. So, define your why. Write down why your goal is important to you. Is it for personal growth, family, a dream you've always had? Find your why, and then revisit your why regularly. When things get tough, remind yourself of what you're fighting for. Visualize the impact of achieving your goal. Imagine how it will change your life and the lives of those around you. Use that vision as fuel to keep pushing forward. True motivation isn't fleeting. It's rooted in something meaningful. When you connect with your deeper purpose, you'll find the strength to keep going, even when it's hard. My final thoughts is that Jinwoo's story isn't just about leveling up in dungeons. It's a roadmap for personal growth. And here's a recap of everything we've said. 1. Commit to the journey. Take the first step, no matter how small. 2. Build strength through challenges. Face each new challenge head on and track your growth. 3. Embrace opportunities to level up. Don't shy away from discomfort. It's where growth happens. 4. Learn from setbacks. Treat every failure as a lesson. 5. Focus on your path. Ignore distractions and comparisons. 6. Build confidence but stay humble. Keep learning and preparing for the next level. And 7. Define your why. Let your deeper purpose fuel your journey. Wherever you are right now, remember, you are not stuck. Like Jinwoo, you have the power to grow, adapt, and achieve greatness. Continue pushing forward, my friends, and all the best. And that was the video for today. Thank you as always. Like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time.